Hello my beautiful babes and peeps, I hope you are well and welcome back. Lately I've been really inspired by music to do like eye looks and stuff like that. If you know who PiaMia is, she's been a favourite artist of mine for a very long time. Ever since like Do It Again, I've seen her live, I've actually met her, I'll insert the picture somewhere. And basically she's like recently become independent, so she's releasing music again, which is amazing. And basically she came out with a song called CryBaby, and when I saw the single cover I got so inspired to do an eye look. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I actually tweeted Pia and said I'm going to do an eye look on it. I'm so excited, and she said can't wait to see it. So I was like, best get it done then, aren't I? So I've got my blue backdrop out. I wanted like a blue reflective one to represent tears because I'll put the single cover here, but basically it's like a blue cover with a neon green yellow colour. So that's what we're going to be doing, and this is like basically to represent the blue and the tears. And I've also got a vest top to match, so it's blue and neon, so I'm very matchy. So I'm going to be using a range of products, but we're going to be going into the Proud palette by Jolie Beauty. If you haven't seen my review on this yet, first of all, why? And second of all, I'll link it below, I'll link it somewhere. I don't know how to do it yet, but basically I'll try and do it. But we're going to be working from these blues, and then I've got a really neon pigment, so we're going to be doing like a couple of things. But I just wanted to sit down, create an eye look, because I feel like I haven't done that in so long. And yeah, we're not reviewing anything today, which is a shock. So yeah, let's get straight into it and see what happens. So firstly, I'm going to be priming my eye with P. Louise Rumour 2 as usual. I probably should have done my eye first and never learn, but I was feeling cute, so I've done my makeup first. But I'm just taking a beauty blender and I'm just going to apply this to my eye. So I'm only going to do one eye, which is this one. We're only going to do this eye on camera, and then I'll do the other eye off camera, and yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, so taking my favourite brush ever, which is the Morphe M562. It's really amazing to get right in the crease. And taking the Jolie Beauty Proud palette, I'm going into the shade A-Lock. Now this has got a little bit of glitter in it, but it should be fine. So I'm just going to take this shade and start putting it right in my crease. So if you ever take it out too far here, what you can do is just take a tiny bit of base, and then what you're going to do is you're going to start buffing it out. That's too much. And then you can just start buffing it out and then bring it round, just so you can keep everything nice and tidy, everything's clean and symmetrical, and this just erases it. And if you feel like that, then just put winged lashes on or liner. So once you've got the pigment and the shade how you want it, what we're going to do is we're just going to start lightly buffing out the edges. So using like really small circular motions, and you can also use side to side if you really want to. I'm just going to start buffing it out a little bit. So next up I'm taking the shade Lady Phil, and I'm just going to start blending that into the shade A-Lock. So we're going to try and keep it really rounded, but I'm going to bring it out a little bit around here. Try and keep it as rounded as you can. So I'm actually going to take a bigger brush. This is the Morphe Times Jaclyn Hill JH36. And I'm going to dive into the Blood Sugar palette. And I'm going to take this shade here called Min Tea. And with this, I'm just going to lightly blend that other shade out. Just taking your brush and using like circular motions really helps to keep the look rounded as well. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going back in with the previous two shades, and I'm just making sure that we haven't lost any of the colour, and also just making sure everything is seamlessly blended. So I'm just going to take this shade here called Cullinan from the Jeffree Star palette, and I'm just going to apply that right on the brow bone. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the bottom of the eye. The reason we do the bottom of the eye first is because I'm going to be doing a lot of work onto my crease. So when I do the bottom and I look up, it's all going to transfer, so we're going to do the bottom first. So for this, I'm not putting any PIA's under here. I'm just going to go on top of my concealer and powder that I put on earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dark blue shade from the Jolie Beauty palette, and this is on a Jessup 237 detail shader brush, and then I'm going to go in. I'm going to tuck this right underneath my lash line. So I like to press, and then I like to go in side to side. And then I'm going to take a smaller, fluffier brush. This is Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH38, and I'm going to go into the Jolie Beauty palette and go into Lady Fill and start blending this out. And then taking a Kit Stars N30 small tapered blender, which is like a bigger, fluffier brush, I'm going to go into Minty again from the Jeffree Star palette, and I'm going to blend that out a little bit further. So now it's time to cut our crease. This can be a little bit scary for some people. I still find it scary, but the way to do it is just put some on your eyelid like that, look up, and then that's where you want to cut your crease to. And I'm going to start packing it on the lid. So now what I'm going to do is, once that's all patted, I'm going to go back into the Jolie Beauty and the shade A-Lock. And then with that, I'm just going to start stamping it on here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm taking this pigment from Jenna Tutorials, and it's just like a really icy white shade. And then I'm taking a Pro Brush P3, and then with the pigment we're just going to start pressing it on. So it should look something like that, like look at that pigment, oh my god. And then I'm taking a PIA's brush, looks like this. And again I'm going to curve both sides to get it nice and flat. So again, what you want to do is you just want to start like patting it. So I'm just taking a JH62 brush, it looks like that, and I'm just going to dip into that green shade, and then we're just going to start packing that on top of the PIA's base. So what I'm going to do is, because I've made a boo-boo up here and I'm going to get a lot of fallout, I'm just going to put a lot of powder underneath my eyes just to catch any fallout. I've never done this before, so don't judge. Okay, so I fucked up a little bit up here, but I'm going to worry about that soon. I just want to get this pigment on there. So I'm going to take a MAC eyeliner brush. I'm just going to start putting this on. Could baking become my new thing? So I'm just dusting off that powder, and I actually think baking could become my new thing, because look at that eye compared to this eye, like, Alright guys, so I've just got off camera, done the other eye, put put on some lashes, put a bit of extra highlighter on, and I've also put on the Lin's Lux gloss in number 17. So yeah, so whilst I was doing my other eye, oh my god, I can't even care. I've had such a horrible issue. When I'm doing other people's makeup, I would have done this like amazingly, but when I'm doing it on myself, I just can't do it. Like, if you could see the state of what's in front of me, you'd be like, what the hell? I've had to go over things, I've had to redo things, like, I didn't give up, I pushed through, and yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you've enjoyed this little fun tutorial. It's been an experience, I'll put it that way. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.